Hey, what's up? It's your girl Vonnie G, also known as Vibe. And I know you see the title of this video, so we are going to just get into it. I thank you so much for tuning in. I mean, it's been a minute. It has always, but it's all good. So here we go. Before I get into it though, I need to say something real. Most of the people you see online talking about living in Jamaica are already set up, already established, or already comfortable there. I don't see a lot of people that are actually talking about the first few months, the in the trenches, getting used to it part. And that's the part that matters the most if you're thinking about this seriously. Let's be honest. So, Jamaica is not just a place that you jump into and immediately go, oh, yeah, this is home. You have to get familiar first. You got to give yourself that grace to adapt, to struggle, to learn, to figure out the real life. Because if you just hop and go without that type of foundation, you are cheating yourself and not helping your situation at all. And these are the people with the stories of those, for the most part, that end up throwing in a towel and giving up on it all altogether. All right. Um, and let's be real. Look at what just happened with Hurricane Melissa. The storm hit Jamaica on October 28th, 2025 as a Category 5 hurricane, and the island is still dealing with the aftermath for months after. This isn't something that is going to be fixed overnight, obviously. You still have people that are dealing with the ramifications without electricity, without running water, still without homes because their homes were like destroyed in general. If you had gone over there without any type of preparation, child, like that is a massive reality check if nothing else was. You have to be able to have a plan A, B, C, D, and who knows how many other. You'd be out of luck. And that's the real world side of this that nobody talks about. So let me say this up front. Jamaica is not cheap. It's not easy. And it is not the fantasy that a lot of people sell online. And if you are romanticizing it or thinking about spending real time there, then you need honesty, not just good vibes. This video is not for tourists, it's for people who want the truth. I have spent an extended amount of time in Jamaica moving around different parishes and spending most of my time in Montego Bay. I did this, like I said, over the course of some time with like a 2 week break in between. This was not a resort experience. This was not a 1 week escape. This was real time, real life, real adjustment. And everything I'm about to share is my experience based on where I come from, how I move, and what I was willing to deal with. Your experiences may look completely different, and that's okay. What people get wrong, I can say, is like one of the biggest lies that people believe is that Jamaica is cheap. It's not. Things cost, sometimes more than the United States, depending on how you live. Another lie is that everybody is out to use you. That mindset will have you isolated and paranoid anywhere. Discernment matters, but so does how you show up. Now, dating, we're going to touch on that real briefly, and I will expand upon all of these things later in other videos because people romanticize Jamaican men and Jamaican women. Actually, they romanticize intercultural relationships in itself. But because we're talking about Jamaica, that's the only reason I'm going to use the context of Jamaican men. Okay. So, You have a lot of foreign women romanticizing the idea of being with the Jamaican men like they are accessories. That's not only disrespectful, it's unrealistic. Real relationships in Jamaica are not easy, just like they aren't easy anywhere else that you live. They require communication, and it's on a different level because of the fact that you're coming from a different culture, used to other nuances and etc. They do require a lot more patience and, of course, the cultural understanding. So you have a different aspect added into that whole dynamic of building and having a relationship. But like I said, it still is just like everywhere else, give or take. If you think smooth talk equates effort, then you are already a lost cause. Jamaica really came to life for me when I stayed long enough to be uncomfortable. The bugs. Yes, the bugs. See, there are some roaches there that are the size of frogs. There are some roaches that are larger than the frogs. Like, I mean, let's be real. Then you have to deal with the different ants, the different species of ants, and how they operate and move. Like, not even just those, almost everything that you are accustomed to is larger. Anywho, then you have to deal with the power outages, the surges, I guess you could say, water issues, frying cords, like whatever. Like it's all types of stuff that could happen. Just brace yourself. These are things that you don't deal with while you're on vacation. And I'm not talking about just vacationing in an all-inclusive resort or a hotel. I'm talking about vacationing in Airbnbs as well. Yeah, sure, some Airbnbs are set up to give you more of a homey vibe, but let's be real. A lot of the Airbnbs that many of you stay in are still screaming vacation. You gotta get down with the real in order to truly understand what the experience is. I'm not gonna pretend that I was not scared. I was, but I learned how to adapt. I learned how to function anyway. That's when you find out who you actually are. And this is also, I'm gonna reiterate, why you need to take the time to be there for an actual extended amount of time outside of the typical zones that you are or have been accustomed to when you first fell in love with Jamaica in the first place. Okay? Here's something people don't like to hear, and not everyone was built for this. I watched people with the same interest in Jamaica have completely different outcomes because we move differently, think differently, and we tolerate different things. Just because something worked for me does not mean it will work for you, and vice versa. Advice should be used as a guideline, not as Bible. All right? If you're looking for comfort without adjustment, this is not your path. If you're unwilling to be humbled, inconvenienced, or challenged, Jamaica will check your ass hella fast. But if you're open to learning, grounding yourself, and respecting the country beyond what it gives you, the experience can be actually, and it will be life changing. As an outsider, spending this kind of time in Jamaica made me respect the country and the people even more. I saw beauty, I saw resilience and death, even amongst the challenges. This experience didn't make me love Jamaica any less. It made me love it in its honesty. This channel is not about selling dreams or convincing anyone to do anything. It's about sharing perspective and letting you decide what applies to you. If you're thinking about extended stays, relocation, or relationships in Jamaica, we'll touch on it. We'll touch on it in the next few videos. But you got to be prepared and ready for me to provide that in honesty. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I'll see you in the next video. As always, if you would like to stay updated on any of my new content, whenever the hell that is, please click on the subscribe button and click on the notification bell so that you can receive the notifications for such. Also, if you like this, let me know. I don't know unless you hit the thumbs up button, okay? And feel free to chat with me up down in the box below. I interact and I talk back. Until then, take care and stay safe. Bye.